Good morning. This time I'm speaking in English, Joanne. We have a deal, Joanne Mesquida and I. When he speaks in Spanish, I speak in English. When I bravely attempt to speak in Spanish, he also very courageously speaks in English. So good morning. I'm delighted to be here with you again, Joan, Eglogio, and I'm very thankful for all of you waking up so energically in this beautiful Madrid morning to be with us. We're here today in an event that is organized by the affiliate members of UNWTO, a sector of UNWTO that we are so proud of having. We are the only UN organization that has non-governmental members that exercise their rights within the membership of the intergovernmental organization. We do have a similar model in one sister organization called the International Labour Organization, but that's different. Other than that, we do believe that the role of the non-governmental players in the travel and tourism industry is crucial. This industry cannot conceivably operate without the full involvement and engagement of its affiliate members. But we're also here to discuss a very, very important issue, and I'm delighted to see the enthusiasm and the attendance in this morning's event. The last crisis, dear friends, has revealed two very important things. This was not a casual crisis. This is not something that will come and go. It has shaken the basis of how we operate, and it has put question marks on our entire development model globally. It forced us to think of how we operated and how we were framing our state of mind in the last 50 and 60 years. But two things became very clear in this endeavor. One is that business models of the past have to be revisited, and nothing that has worked in the past should be run unchecked and unrevisited. Innovation is the name of the game. Any business model that has worked for the last 50, 60 years may not possibly continue to work now. We need to think outside of the box, and we need to think in a different way. But the second important lesson that we learned from this crisis is that technology has overtaken us. And if we don't ride over the horse of technology, then technology will sweep us aside and keep moving in its own way, in its own logic, and keep us in the ashes of history. And both innovation and technology are what Platma is all about. Platma is a platform for our affiliate members, an interactive social media component that would allow us to interact and work together. And I must say that I'm very, very deeply indebted, particularly to Segitur. Without their initiative and without their coming forward, Joanne, we would have not probably have the enough courage to go through this. I see this as a very, very ambitious project, and I see this as something that could take us into the future. And I will explain in a minute how will that happen. I must, however, admit at the beginning that when Javier Blanco came to me and said, I have been talking to Segitur and the government of Spain to work together on this thing, I was a bit skeptic. I was not sure that we have the right investment to put into this. Now, a few months after the idea was initiated, I'm excited and I'm thrilled and I'm extremely thankful because I see the results that you will see now as they really speak for themselves. I would very much urge you to look into this with a critical eye. I know there are experts among the group here this morning that are by far much more qualified than many of us are here. We'd like to listen to you. We'd like to hear what you have to say. This is an interactive forum. It is one that would allow us not only to share experiences, but also to voice opinions, fight, disagree, and at the same time make sure that in the process our industry grows and moves forward. Again, I would like to keep emphasizing a point that in the last few weeks I have been completely convinced of. The age of IT, of technology, that has swept the world in the last 50, 60 years, to the extent that the world now is one that could be characterized as the age of information technology, and the spread of it and its effect on our lives is seen day by day. If you could just think of how telephone looked, how laptop looked, and how computer looked, not 20 years ago, not 10 years ago, but only 5 years ago, you will realize how quickly and how aggressively this IT technology is changing our lives and our way of operating. But I maintain that from the age of IT, probably we are moving in the age of TNT, which is travel and tourism. I completely believe that the coming decades are going to be decades of people moving, and the information and the IT technology would be at the service of making people moving more efficiently, more easily, and more enjoyably. So it's this linkage between IT and TNT that we would like to discuss with you this morning. And I'm looking forward to see all your inputs and deliberations. And again, Joan Mesquida, thank you so much for being with us and dedicated so much time with you and your staff. Segitur, I really, again, thank you and wish this meeting all the success. Thank you very much.